In the hushed intimacy of a dimly lit stage, a lone microphone stands bathed in a single spotlight, waiting for a voice to bring it to life. A hush falls over the expectant audience, their collective breath held in anticipation, ready to be transported by the power of a single story. This is a renowned storytelling platform that has captivated hearts worldwide with its simple yet powerful premise, sharing true personal stories that resonate deeply. Founded in 1997, this platform has become synonymous with the art of authentic storytelling, reminding us of the profound impact of sharing our lived experiences and the connections they foster. The principles are rooted in the belief that everyone has a story worth telling, no matter how ordinary or extraordinary it may seem. It's not about crafting a perfectly polished performance or delivering a stand-up routine. It's about being genuine and real. It's about vulnerability, connection, and the courage to share our authentic selves with the world, embracing our imperfections. This platform provides a space where the everyday transforms into the extraordinary, where vulnerability becomes a strength, and where the simple act of sharing a story can ignite empathy, understanding, and human connection, bridging gaps between strangers. The beauty lies in its simplicity, in the raw and unfiltered nature of the stories told. There are no elaborate sets, no props, no costumes, just the essence of storytelling. It's just a storyteller, a microphone, and the power of their story to transport us to another time and place, to make us feel and reflect. Whether it's a tale of heartbreak, triumph, humor, or loss, this platform reminds us that we are all connected through the shared tapestry of human experience, weaving a rich and diverse narrative that binds us together. At its core, storytelling celebrates the power of first-person narratives. These aren't fictional tales spun from imagination, but rather real-life experiences told from the heart, with all their raw and unfiltered emotions. This emphasis on truth is what gives storytelling its distinctive power, making each story unique and deeply personal. When we hear a story told in the first person, we're not just listening to words, we're connecting with another human being on a deeply personal level, feeling their joys and sorrows. First-person narratives invite us to step into someone else's shoes, to see the world through their eyes, and to feel the emotions they felt, creating a bridge of empathy. This kind of storytelling transcends the boundaries of age, culture, and background, creating a sense of shared humanity that is both profound and transformative, uniting us in our common experiences. It's in the raw vulnerability of a first-person account that we find the true magic of storytelling, where authenticity reigns supreme. Think about a time when you were deeply moved by a story, one that stayed with you long after it was told. Chances are it was a story that felt real, relatable, and emotionally resonant, touching the core of your being. It's the power of truth that allows us to connect with stories on such a visceral level, making us feel seen and understood. First-person narratives remind us that we're not alone in our experiences, that our joys, sorrows, fears, and triumphs are all part of the shared human experience, weaving a tapestry of collective memory. Authenticity is the lifeblood of storytelling. To stand on that stage and bare your soul to a room full of strangers requires immense courage and a willingness to be vulnerable. It's about shedding pretense and embracing the messy, imperfect reality of being human. When we share our stories authentically, we give others permission to do the same. We create a space where vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength, where imperfection is celebrated, and where the very act of sharing our truth becomes an act of courage and connection. Authenticity is not about perfection, it's about honesty. It's about sharing our stories with all their rough edges, vulnerabilities, and imperfections. It's in these imperfections that we often find the most relatable and resonant aspects of our stories. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to connect with us on a deeper, more meaningful level. We all have stories within us, waiting to be told. These stories are the essence of our experiences, our emotions, and our unique perspectives on life. The key is knowing where to look, and how to uncover these hidden gems. To mine your own life for experiences that have shaped you, challenged you, or taught you valuable lessons, is to find the foundation of compelling storytelling. Often the most compelling stories are found in the seemingly ordinary moments of our lives. It's in these small, everyday interactions that we find the true essence of human connection. Think about pivotal moments in your life, times of great joy, heartbreak, loss, or triumph. These moments are the turning points that define our journeys. Consider the experiences that have shaped your values, beliefs, and perspectives. Reflect on how these moments have influenced who you are today. These are the stories that hold the most weight, the ones that carry the deepest meaning. These are the stories that have the power to resonate with others, to touch their hearts and minds. Don't be afraid to dig deep. Explore the layers of your experiences. Some of the most powerful stories come from exploring the darker corners of our lives, the moments that have tested our resilience. These are the experiences that have challenged us and forced us to grow, to become stronger and wiser. Remember, your story doesn't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful. It just needs to be genuine. It simply needs to be true, authentic, and told from the heart. When you speak from your soul, your story will naturally connect with others. Every great story needs stakes and an arc. Stakes are what's at risk in the story, what the protagonist stands to gain or lose. They create suspense, tension, and keep the audience engaged. The arc refers to the transformation or journey the protagonist undergoes over the course of the story. Think about your own story. What were the stakes involved? What did you stand to gain or lose? What challenges did you face? How did you overcome them? The answers to these questions will help you identify the stakes and arc of your story. Remember, the arc of your story doesn't have to be dramatic or life-altering. Even the smallest of transformations can be meaningful. The important thing is to show how the events of the story impacted you, what you learned, and how you grew as a result. Details are the brushstrokes that bring your story to life. They paint a vivid picture in the minds of your listeners, allowing them to experience the story alongside you. Use sensory details to describe the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures of your story. Don't just tell your audience what happened, show them. Instead of saying, "I was scared," describe the feeling of your heart pounding in your chest, the way your palms felt clammy, the taste of metal in your mouth. Reflection is equally important. Take the time to reflect on the meaning of your story. What did you learn from the experience? How did it change you? Sharing your reflections adds depth and resonance to your story. Structuring your story, creating coherence and impact. A well-structured story is like a well-built house. It's sturdy, coherent, and easy to navigate. While there's no one-size-fits-all approach to structuring a story, a simple but effective framework is beginning, middle, and end. The beginning should hook your audience, introduce the characters and setting, and establish the stakes. The middle is where you develop the plot, build suspense, and reveal the challenges and obstacles your protagonist faces. The end is where you resolve the conflict, tie up loose ends, and leave your audience with a lasting impression. Consider using techniques like foreshadowing, flashbacks, and dialogue to add depth and intrigue to your story. Remember, the structure of your story should serve the story itself. Powerful openings, memorable closings. Crafting a lasting impression. The beginning and end of your story are crucial. The beginning is your chance to hook your audience, to make them want to hear more. The ending is your opportunity to leave them with a lasting impression. Start your story with a strong opening line that grabs the listener's attention. You can start with a question, a startling statement, or a vivid description. The goal is to pique their curiosity and draw them into your world. The ending of your story should be just as impactful as the beginning. It should tie together the threads of your narrative, offer a sense of closure, and leave your audience with something to think about. Embracing authenticity, the power of practice without memorization. While it's important to prepare your story, memorization is discouraged. Memorizing your story can make it sound rehearsed and rob it of its authenticity. Instead, focus on internalizing your story. Know the key points you want to hit, but allow yourself the freedom to deviate from the script. Practice telling your story to friends, family, or even to yourself in the mirror. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the flow of your story. Remember, the goal is not to deliver a perfectly polished performance, but to share your story authentically and from the heart. Storytelling's ripple effect, transforming lives through shared experiences. The impact of storytelling extends far beyond the stage. When we share our stories, we create a ripple effect that can touch the lives of others in profound ways. Storytelling has the power to build empathy, foster understanding, and create a sense of connection. In workplaces, storytelling can be used to build relationships, communicate ideas more effectively, and inspire teams. In healthcare settings, storytelling can help patients feel heard, understood, and empowered. In educational environments, storytelling can make learning more engaging, memorable, and meaningful. The transformative power of storytelling lies in its ability to connect us, to remind us that we are not alone in our experiences. By sharing our stories, we contribute to a collective tapestry of human experience, one that has the power to inspire, heal, and transform.